Hey everybody, Straydog Billy here doing song number 803, and 803 days in a row. We started doing one song every day on August 7th of 2020, and here we are more than 2 years later doing another one. We're going to keep on doing one song every day until homeless dogs and cats are no longer euthanized in the shelters across the United States because they haven't found homes yet. When the shelters fill up, they have to start euthanizing the poor animals who have been there the longest. Please check out the website, straydog.org, where I got my nickname, Straydog Billy, short for Straydog Bill Arnold. And we'll talk more about Straydog in a minute after today's song. This one's Procol Harum's Whiter Shade of Pale. And here we go, 3, 4. Skip the light fandango, turn cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kind of seasick, but the crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away. When the call out for another drink, the waiter brought a tray, and so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. Said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see. Well, I called out for another drink, and I could not let her be. She was one of 16 vestal virgins who were leaving for the coast. And although my eyes were wide open, they might as well have been closed. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. Shade of Pale, neat song. 1967, that was a hit. Straydog, no-kill dog shelter. My first wife, the late Pat Arnold, who tragically suffered a brain aneurysm while she was out taking care of the dogs one day at the shelter at Straydog back in 2003. She passed on the next day, a very sad time for all of us in the family and at Straydog. She and I had started that shelter 9 years earlier in 1994. We became a Texas nonprofit corporation in 1997 with the official name Straydog Incorporated, and that led to being able to then applying for 501c3 tax-exempt status from the IRS, making all donations to the shelter tax deductible to the fullest extent of the law. We are still going strong as Straydog today, now led by my second wife, Juana Vasquez Arnold, who had worked for Pat in the earlier years. And she had to leave for a while, but she came back after Pat had passed on. We got a hold of her because Pat had always said she was the best employee she ever had and could run the shelter if we ever needed her to. And we did need her to. And she came back and she became the shelter director after a short period of time. And she's still the shelter director today. We are still going strong as Straydog, still rescuing, rehabilitating, and adopting out formerly stray and other formerly homeless dogs, and once in a while cats. And we're going to keep on doing this until there is no more overpopulation problem across the United States of America. All 3,500 shelters are doing a great job adopting out dogs and cats. Every year, right now, the average per year is 3,200,000 dogs and cats are being adopted out across this country from all the shelters, all 3,500 shelters every year. That's, if you divide that by 365, 3.2 million, that's 8,800, approximately 8,800 dogs and cats on the average adopted out every day. 8,800 per day. That's a tremendous number of dogs and cats being adopted out. All shelters, including Straydog, deserve our financial support to help continue this tremendous effort, this tremendous accomplishment of adopting out that many dogs and cats. Now, there's also a very dark side, very tragic side, a very sad side to the overpopulation problem in the dog and cat world, and that is that we as a society use euthanasia in the shelters to get rid of the extras. When the shelters fill up, they run out of room, they have to start euthanizing the animals who have been there the longest. Terrible, terrible tragedy that this is still going on. We are still today using euthanasia to kill 972 on the average every single day, today, tomorrow, the next day. Terrible, terrible tragedy. Euthanasia is meant to be used for terminally ill dogs and cats, fatally injured dogs and cats and other animals, so that they don't have to suffer. We in no-kill dog shelters use it for that purpose. That's a good use of euthanasia. That's what it should be used for. That's what the only reason it should be used, to stop the suffering of terminally ill and fatally injured animals. Okay, now, what do we have to do to stop this horrible, horrible tragedy of killing so many? 972 a day now. It was 7,000 back in 7,000 per day back in 2011, and back in 1970 it was 41,000 per day, 15 million that year. Divide that by 365, 15 million, 41,000 per day were euthanized in the shelters across the United States because they were homeless. Now we got it down to 972, a little less than 1,000. What do we have to do to stop this horrible tragedy of killing these animals who are already here? They've been born. Some of them are puppies. Some of them are 1 year old, 2 years old, 3 years old. It's just 10 years old. It's just a horrible tragedy that we have to kill them because there's no more room. How do we stop it? you get control of conception. We have to stop conception. Stop conception. And the problem will go away because they won't be born then. They won't be conceived. They won't be born. We don't have to worry. And the problem will be over with. Please, everybody, spay and neuter your pets. And for those who don't want to castrate their male dog, get him a vasectomy. I've already checked with the vets. That's possible. We'll be back again tomorrow with another song from the Straydog Billy one-man band.